Okay, I don't want to do too many videos on gun rights, just because I believe that there are enough channels out there doing videos on gun rights, but I do need to go ahead and say this. After seeing several videos today, and I'm not going to link all of them, but here's the truth behind gun rights and gun control. Gun control has only mattered in the United States when guns have sold well. I want you to think about that, and you can go back and you can historically check the accuracy of that information. Anytime there is a group of people in the United States that want to become first-time gun buyers, gun control takes a narrative. And they try to just squash it as quick as possible. If you look back to gun control in the 1960s and 70s when they were trying to outlaw like Saturday night specials and pistols and things of that nature, the reason why that they were doing it at that point in time is because the guns were selling very well. It was an affordable weapon that the everyday American could purchase. So they did everything in their power to squash it. All you have to do is look at history and it'll tell you that. Okay, now, in order to understand why guns start selling well at certain times and they don't sell well at other times, you actually have to look at what's going on in the country at the time. When crime rates go up, gun sales go up. So the more crime there is, the more guns are sold, because people are more concerned about defending themselves during those periods of times. That's what we're seeing today. Even today, that is exactly what we're seeing. That is the reason why over the last 10 years, the gun sales market has exploded into something that previously to now has never happened. There has never been this kind of purchasing power in the gun market. Well, see, the Constitution stands in the way of banning guns because the whole, you have the right to keep and bear arms. And the Supreme Court has agreed that that's a personal right. And for all those who cannot read the Second Amendment, I'm not going to argue with you. You're wrong. The Supreme Court has already told you you're wrong. So either buy a dictionary or learn to read or something along those matters. That's the best thing I can tell you, because I'm not going into it. What I am going to go into is all of these people pushing for gun control. You're causing the pushback against gun control. Not only is it not constitutional, gun control itself is not constitutional according to the Second Amendment, but when you put pressure on a market, negative pressure on a market, you are going to make people dig their heels in as hard as they freaking can against you. So you basically, by being soft on crime, by being not wanting prosecutors to prosecute laws on the books, you are causing, inadvertently, every bit of the pushback on yourselves. And don't get me wrong, I honestly think it's great. I think it's 100% great that everyone is pushing back on you because, once again, gun control, illegal under the Constitution. End of story. So, I wanted to get this out there because I don't want to do a whole bunch of videos on guns and all this mess, because seriously, guns are not the problem, idiots are the problem. Idiots have been a problem since this country existed. Idiots have been a problem since the first man existed or first woman existed. There's always been an idiot. And going forward, if shit don't start turning around, this whole world is turning into the movie Idiocracy. Just end of story. That's what's going to happen. There will always be bountiful idiots, and the best thing you can do is just let them know that's what they are and continue about your day. Because the only way to win an argument with an idiot is to stoop to their level, and they are going to outmatch you 100% at their level. They just are. Being an idiot is not something that you can learn to be, because ignorance takes not knowing, and the moment you know, you can't be ignorant anymore. But anyway, we'll get off that topic. So, like I said, gun controllers, you caused this on yourself. And you are causing the pushback. You are causing 2/3 of all of the United States citizens to dig their heels in and say, basically, go screw yourself. Because you're propping up people who are soft on crime. You're propping up criminals, lax sentences for convicted criminals, and then trying to say that guns are the problem. This nation was built on guns. It's in our Constitution that we're allowed to have them. You really need to pick a fight you can win, and this one ain't it. And I'm more than sure over the next 2 years we're going to see a lot of Supreme Court cases get handed down that are really going to make gun controllers unhappy. But that's enough for this rant. Again, I will not be doing a bunch of gun videos. I hope y'all can understand. I firmly believe that this has been beat like a dead horse way too much, and there are equally pressing things that I believe I can bring light to, or at least show people some other videos from some other creators, or help show them and get their word out on some more pressing situations that are happening right now in our political sphere.